Alright, how's it going? This is Charizard James back at you with episode 2 of our Battle of the Guilds featuring Orzhov, the Orzhov Guild, and this time we're playing AURAS in Standard. Let's take a quick look at the deck guide, and I'll do some sideboard guide as well, and you'll get to see me play 3 matches with this deck, and hopefully you like it and try it out for yourself. Now this is a Lurrus deck. We're using Lurrus as the companion, so we are playing every permanent that we have, 2 CMC or less, so we can bring it back out of the graveyard. We have some protection creatures in Alseid of Life's Bounty and Selfless Savior. We have Archfiend's Vessel to bring back with Lurrus, and it's also a good lifelink target for our AURAS. We have Hateful Eidolon for our draw engine, and Gingerbrute. This has 2 purposes in this deck. Number 1, it's unblockable to everything besides creatures with haste. So basically unblockable, because the creatures with haste from your opponent are also probably going to be attacking you. Unless they hold them back. So, and it also is an artifact creature for All That Glitters. All That Glitters says enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. So it does include artifacts, so it will include the Gingerbrute. We have some creatures that are kind of hard to die. We call those sticky creatures. That is Seasoned Hallowblade. You can discard a card to tap it, and it gains indestructible to end of turn. So we can make sure that our auras don't really fall off of this card very easily to a card that would destroy this. Also, we have the protection from Selfless Savior and Alseid of Life's Bounty and Karametra's Blessing to make sure that our creatures don't die with auras on it. That's one of the ways that we can lose, is we go to attach an aura, and then they kill our creature in response. So we want to make sure that happens as little as possible. And then we have Mire's Grasp for some interaction. It does work with Hateful Eidolon, in the fact that when a creature that is enchanted dies, you draw a card. So not only does it protect our creatures from dying, it doesn't protect them from dying, but it gives us card advantage in return for our cards dying, but it also gives us card advantage when our opponent's cards die. And that's very, very valuable. And last but not least, we have a Call of the Death Dweller here. We have 3 copies of this card to help us recur our resources after they go to the graveyard. And then we have 3 Bloodchief's Thirst in the sideboard for aggressive decks. We have Bloodchief's Thirst, Heliod's Punishment, and 2 Heartless Act and 2 more Mire's Grasp to round out the playset. And then against rogues and other graveyard strategies, we have Cling to Dust here. And then we have 4 Duress against those Yorion decks and mono blue counter spell decks and things like that. We're not playing Deadweight in this deck because I noticed that there's a lot of creatures that you want to kill outside of Edgewall Innkeeper that are just have exactly 3 toughness instead of having 2 toughness. That includes Kazandu Mammoth, Bone Crusher Giant, Lovestruck Beast has 5 toughness. Let's see. Wicked Wolf has 3 toughness. There's like so many things that have 3 in the meta, and that's the reason why I'm not playing Deadweight. So let's go ahead and get some games started. We have the full suite as well of black and white modal dual face lands in 4 Agadeem's Awakening and 4 of the white one to make angels. I forgot what it's called off the top of my head. Emeria's Call. There we go. In case that ever comes up. The black one's going to come up a lot more than the white, but I'm hoping I don't flood out as much, but if I do, rest be sure that I'm going to have an Emeria's Call in my hand if I'm flooding. So let's go ahead and get the game started against Bobby Core 3. Let's see. Well, we have a creature. We have lands. We have black sources, white sources. We have an aura. We're keeping this. Let's go. I think I'm gonna play my Ardenvale first since I don't have a plains, so it's not gonna come in untapped. So I'm gonna play this first. Hopefully the Seasoned Hallowblade gets out of control here for my opponent, especially on Dimir. They don't really have a good way to get rid of Seasoned Hallowblade unless they're playing a card like Extinction Event. Okay, so my hope is that they don't have a card like Essence Scatter here. But I think we just have to go for it. We'll go black here. because Agadeem's Awakening is more important than Emeria's Call. Hopefully we don't see an Essence Scatter here. Alright, no Essence Scatter. No Essence Scatter. We hoped, and it worked out. What's my opponent gonna have now? Hopefully it's just like an Elspeth's Nightmare or something. I mean, that would take my call to Death Dweller, but I'm okay with that. Actually, do I want to discard this Hateful Eidolon? If I had another creature, I might think about it. Discard Hateful Eidolon, discard another creature, and then bring them both back, but I'm not going to. I think we're gonna all that glitters here. It's gonna be a 4/2, which is still fine. And then I'm gonna play either one of these cards. We'll do this before combat, just in case they think I have like a Malakir Rebirth or something. Alright, now do I play Archfiend's Vessel or Hateful Eidolon? I think I'm going to play Archfiend's Vessel. Actually? Interesting. They could have Extinction Event next turn, which would make playing either one of these fine. If I had to discard a card off the Seasoned Hallowblade, I would want to discard the Archfiend's Vessel. So that makes me not want to play the Vessel. Makes me want to play Hateful Eidolon. But I don't get value if it dies, which is the sad part. But I think I'm going to do it, the Hateful Eidolon. Now, hopefully they're not rogues and they're playing Cling to Dust, because Cling to Dust is oddly pretty good against us. They might have Eliminate or Heartless Act for this Hateful Eidolon here. Sure. The Seasoned Hallowblade might go to the distance, chat. Might go the distance. They had the Cling to Dust. But they needed to draw a land drop or something, I guess. See if they found their land. Don't find their land. Do not find your land. No. Opponent. Never lucky, chat. Sentinel's Eyes. Let's go ahead and bolt this. Sentinel's Eyes this. And then we'll all that glitters. They might go to destroy the Hallowblade just to make me discard it with the Vessel. Actually, I'm actually not going to use the all that glitters here. In case they make me tap this Hallowblade. Nope. I'm just going to add Lurrus back to my hand. This hateful... this Seasoned Hallowblade is probably so annoying for the opponent. Oh, it is Rogues. For a second, I thought it was Dimir Control. They're going to fill my graveyard for me. Be my guest. Be my guest. Gingerbrute, Mire's Grasp in the graveyard. That's definitely better than Deadweight. That's another card I didn't mention before. Better than Mire's Grasp being better than Deadweight against Runecrab for that 3 toughness, like I was saying. The standard is full of 3 toughness creatures. Not even just Runecrab, but also the 2-mana flyer. The Soaring Thought Thief also has 3 toughness. This probably signifies that the opponent has the Draw 4 spell. Let's go Alseid first. just in case they have something against my Hallowblade here. And then I'll go all that glitters. And then if they counter that, it is what it is. Okay. I could call the Death Dweller here. But I think it's good to just get this all the glitters here, maybe. If I play the all that glitters, it's lethal. Let's go for it. I don't think they can get rid of the Hallowblade anyway. They have like another drown in the lock for this all that glitters. Let's go, Rogue's opponent. Let's go. We don't got time to waste. Whoa. All right, let's attack for 10. Do they let me attack? They let me attack. They chump block then. I'm always okay with getting rid of a Ruin Crab. Boom. Let's hold this Archfiend's Vessel in our hand just to discard with the Hallowblade. We are taking it to them. We are taking it to them. I do want to take this moment to say I am live on Twitch right now, and you can find me on Twitch right above me here at twitch.tv/Charizard_James. I'm also on every single platform you can think of. Instagram, doesn't matter. Literally every single one. I was kind of looking for a land here. That's actually a good draw. I actually think I'm just gonna attack because I have to force them to do something, right? Like they have to do a bad play here, right? Or like play a Death Toucher. Yeah, that's what I figured. Next to blockers. Make this indestructible. Let's play Lurrus. Like, they don't know I have Call the Death Dweller in my hand, so it's good if I do this. I might actually hold the Emeria's Call in my hand. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold the Emeria's Call in my hand just in case next turn they have an answer for Hallowblade. I think my worst nightmare is if they have another Cling to Dust in their hand. They go Cling to Dust. Oh, Drown in the Lock? Okay, that's fine. That is fine with me. Alright. End my turn. Go ahead. So I'm going to call the Death Dweller the Lurrus back. So that they're forced to have interaction. They're forced to have a way to not die against the Seasoned Hallowblade and have interaction for my Call the Death Dweller. And they only have 2 cards in hand. And one of them's a land. So now they have to, like, look for something with this Cling to Dust, which takes 4 mana. And they have 3 more mana to deal with my 10-8 here. Gingerbrute's actually pretty good here. It's pretty good because it makes this a 12-8. But I mean, I guess I don't really need 12. I just need 10. They don't have a way to gain life, right? Oh, they actually can gain life with Cling to Dust. This actually makes it lethal. 2 more and then 1 from this. Alright, Gingerbrute putting in work here. Is this draw 4? Alright, 13. 13 damage, let's go. So I can... Okay. Zareth-san. They're gonna chump block my Hallowblade with the Zareth-san. Now that's a first. Now that is a definite first. You just don't see this every day. You just don't see this every day at all. So now I go bolt this. Actually, I can bring back the Selfless Savior. Yeah. I go bolt this. Use this and this. Actually, this. Call the Death Dweller. Lurrus. Selfless Savior. Because we don't. I brought this back because we don't have a card to discard for the Hallowblade, and I want the Hallowblade to stay alive. This is a fun game. I don't even care if I lose this match. This game was fun. Hallowblade is a house against rogues. Main phase Thought Thief. Okay, this looks like a concede. Maybe. Because let's see. I can Mire's Grasp that and I basically win. Or I can Hateful Eidolon first. And then they exile my Mire's Grasp with the Cling to Dust and draw a card. Then they block this, 3, 4, 5. Then it's not lethal. I think this is guaranteed lethal. I mean, depending if they draw, like they have to use that draw card and draw a Thieves Guild Enforcer off the top. I'm pretty sure. It's like the only way that they don't die. There's no way that the Thought Thief gets more toughness. Nice. Nice. Game 2. That was pretty convincing, I must say. Mire's Grasp, Heartless Act. Duress is really, really good. Cling to Dust, Blood Chief's Thirst. I don't really know about Heliod's Punishment. Does it? It does lose all abilities, though. So it is good against the crab. But I kind of want to get milled. I don't think I want the Gingerbrute. I do want all of these cards, though, I think. I could take out... You need to cut 8 cards? That's a lot of cards. All that glitters. All that glitters is pretty good. I don't know what to do here. Is Alseid a cut? I think I need to keep a lot of creatures in my deck, though. So maybe it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just do this. That way I have 4 Hallowblade, Lurrus, 3 Life's Bounty, 4 Savior, 2 Vessel, and 4 Eidolon. I think that's enough creatures. I mean, I could be wrong. I did like that. I don't care what happens for the rest of this Battle of the Guilds. I don't care what happens for the rest of Orzhov. That was an insane game. You'll love to see it. Let's see what they have in. Let's see what Bobby Core has in store for us in game 2. Alright, we have the Hallowblade, so we have to keep, right? We have a removal spell, we have 2 creatures. The only thing we're missing is an aura. But, I mean, it's fine. I do have all lands that really hurt me. I'm used to saying that we have all lands that hurt me, like if I have like 3 Blood Crypts in my hand or something, or Breeding Pools, or, you know, shock lands. But these really hurt. Really hurt. I do like the fact that I have Cling to Dust in my hand here. I kind of want to go Archfiend's Vessel this turn. Like, I don't really have to. It's a good discard outlet. Let's do this first. Oh, you love to see another Hallowblade. So let's just hope they don't have, like, Ruin Crab plus a land. Or just a way to mill us in the main phase here. Okay, no crab. Ooh, we drew the card. We drew it, chat. I don't even know what to do anymore. We drew it. Now let's hope that it's not Essence Scatter. Not Essence Scatter. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, this is a Thought Thief, right? Would have never guessed. How did I know? I have no clue. Telepathy. That's what it is. I know Bobby Core's mind. They might have actually boarded out the crabs. Maybe. Just maybe. Alright. Aura in the graveyard. Let's go, Lurrus. We do have to protect against Zerasan literally next turn, though. So I have to Bloodchief's Thirst. So let's start by attacking. Oh my gosh, Duress is so good here. Duress is so good. I'm still gonna start by attacking. Because I can Duress and Bloodchief's Thirst if they have it. And if they don't have it, I'll just play the other Hallowblade. Duress was the perfect draw here. Perfect draw. Oh, Borrower? Sure. They do have the Zerasan. And another Borrower. So I kind of have to kill that. So their goal is to play the Brazen Borrower on end step. But I have the Cling to Dust here. Which means that I can cling whatever card they target with the Zerasan and then kill it with, and then kill the Zerasan with whatever. If I draw something. So I'm gonna go Hallowblade. So I bolt this. I go Hallowblade like this. Alright, now it's just second Hallowblade. Since they'll just borrow this, which is fine. At least it gets the borrower out of the way. The duress was so good, like, knowing what their hand is so valuable. They did draw that Drown and Lock off the top, though. Pretty good. Let's go, opponent. Are you considering not bouncing this? Alright. Don't bounce it? Bounce it? Don't bounce it? Huh? Yeah, knowing their hand was so huge there because it let us know that they actually have the Zerasan and let us make sure that they don't get it off, which is so good. So next turn, I think I'm just going to add Lurrus back to my hand and just hold Cling to Dust in my hand. Hateful. They're debating being greedy? Yeah, I think so. I think they might just take this 3 here. They might just take this. Okay. So I guess they could have another counterspell here. Another Drown would actually be, like, real hurtful. Real hurtful. No? So I guess I'll play this Vessel. Except for, like, I kind of want to discard this, too. I discard, like, all Vessels to Hallowblade, basically. Let's just play it. I don't know what they could have. Like, they could just have a, okay. Alright, I'm at 7 cards. So hopefully this one card isn't draw 4. It's a land. That means they can actually just flash in the Zerasan. They don't attack, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I can Cling to Dust a card out of my graveyard and draw a card, but then they flash in the Borrower. Actually, they don't flash in the Borrower to that, right? Actually, I'm probably just better holding the Cling. Selfless Savior is pretty good. I'm trying to see if there's a way that I can bait out. I think the play needs to be like, just add Lurrus back to the hand and hold up Cling to Dust. There's no way for me to stop the Zerasan from coming out, so I may as well attack. All right, so they're gonna get the Zerasan here. Yeah, we need to get Lurrus like really working before they start drawing card advantage. So I really hope that they go for the Zerasan play, so they only have 1 mana available. And then their shields will be down. And then we can just do our play. Hopefully we draw a land. And then if they actually put their shields down, we're going to go Hallowblade, discard Archfiend's Vessel at the end step, and then cast Lurrus and bring back the Archfiend. I like how Seasoned Hallowblade and Lurrus kind of have synergy. Because you can just throw cards in the graveyard. Yeah, they also have one of one mind that they could have drawn, and it's live to draw 2 cards as well. That's probably their best draw. Of one mind, draw 2, and put the Zero-San in play. Because the of one mind would be 1 mana. Alright, so this is unblocked. Let's see if they go for Zero-San here. They didn't do it. I guess they're just going to tempo me. Oh, I think that looks like it looks like that's what they're going to do. So that means I should probably get rid of a creature. I should probably do this now then. And then I'm also gonna discard a card off Seasoned Hallowblade. This is a back and forth game if I've ever seen one. Hopefully they don't have a Cling to Dust in their hand. That'll be the worst. It would also be really bad if they had a counterspell for this Lurrus. Or even a removal spell. I'm kind of forced into this line though, I think. But if they drew a removal spell, then I would be screwed. Basically. Because they remove the Archfiend's Vessel on the stack and then it doesn't get to exile. And if it doesn't get to exile, I don't get the 5/5. Let's go ahead and get in there. The attack might have been wrong. Because now I don't have a good block on the Thieves Guild Enforcer. But like if I'm not putting pressure on them, I just can't win. Because they get, I mean, I could win since I have Lurrus, but they have a lot of removal spells too, so I don't know. Definitely a tough spot to be in here. Guaranteed 6 damage coming in. I could take 9. But I'm gonna block the Brazen Borrower and see what happens. They could have a removal spell for my 5/5 too. We'll see if I have another one in here. I don't have another one in there. But I have an Archfiend's Vessel in my hand that they don't know about. So I could also discard that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have attacked with the Hallowblade looking back. But they do get to attack with both Borrowers and do the Zero-San if they wanted to. And then they'll have access to like my All That Glitters or Hateful Eidolon or something. Extinction Event? They're going to call evens, right? That's pretty good. But at least I get to keep my Lurrus. Glad I drew the land, but that's a tap land. Alright, how do I do this here? Oh, you know what? I should have discarded the Archfiend's Vessel before this thing got exiled. I forgot all about that. Well, that sucks. So I guess I should just bring a lifelinker. I mean, I don't know if this is good, but it's gonna be the way it goes here. Alright, so at least I go to 11 life here, so I'm not, like, dead on board, and then I have a good block here with the Thieves Guild. Like, maybe I should have played Selfless Savior to make sure the Lurrus didn't die. But, like, if they kill my Lurrus, they can't bring back the... They can't do the Zerasan play. But, I mean, killing Lurrus is probably, like, a huge deal here. So maybe I should have played the Selfless Savior. Into the story. That's not a card I wanted them to have. Of course, obviously. So they're just... Zerasan's just going to be trapped in their hand for a second. They have to have an answer to Lurrus, right? That's what they were digging for? Yeah. That's a yikes, chat. Guess I should have just played the Savior. That's unfortunate. I really thought I was ahead that game. Wow. I think I could have... I definitely would have won the game, right? If I had just played the Selfless Savior. That feels bad. I mean, then again, it's just it's hindsight, really, but still. Like, I played the Vessel because it could block the 3/2. What do you mean? I guess so could Selfless Savior. Like, I was like, well... I was thinking to myself, well, I couldn't bring it out of the graveyard unless I discarded it. So if I played it and I blocked with it, then I can bring it back out of the graveyard with Lurrus, and it was my flyer. But I guess their only answer was to kill my Lurrus there. And if I play the Selfless Savior, then they have no way to kill it without having 2 removal spells. All right, opponent. So, yeah, I think that's the only thing that we could have done differently that game was play. Well, it was 2 things. Like the turn before that, I forgot to discard the Archfiend's Vessel before I got Extinction Evented. But yeah, that's a line that they could have had Cunning Dragon as well. If they attack with Borrower, and then they bounce the Borrower to cast their Zerasan, or to play their Zerasan from Nijitsu, right? And then if they had another land, or another 2 lands left over, to where they would just petty theft my Lurrus before blockers anyway, and then I would have died. You love to see Seasoned Hallowblade in the hand, chat. All right, so we go keep this. What do we put back? I kind of want to put back the All That Glitters. I mean, I could see putting back the Sentinel's Eyes too. I do really like Vigilance though on the Seasoned Hallowblade. Plus, if they kill any creature I have with Sentinel's Eyes on it, then it goes to the graveyard and they're gonna be milling me, so I can bring it back every turn. So that's another reason that I kept Sentinel's Eyes here. All right, my annoying friend is out. The annoying friend, Seasoned Hallowblade, is loose. And there is no Legion's End in Standard. So we go Hateful Eidolon here first. We're going to wrap up the Seasoned Hallowblade with our Sentinel's Eyes. Maybe they kill the Hateful Eidolon in response. Nope. Let's go ahead and get in there. I mean, I could have put the Sentinel's Eyes on the Hateful Eidolon, but I kind of want to get in for damage. Play a land because I have to. Hopefully they don't try to kill my Hallowblade over and over again, but I mean, the Hallowblade just might carry us to victory like it did in game 1 and almost game 2. But Extinction Event is a problem, kind of. Well, not against this specific hand, but it gets rid of our Hallowblade. I think they actually sided out their crabs. I don't think they have a good block on this Eidolon. They only have 1 black mana. I actually think I can attack with Hateful Eidolon. Because the Death Toucher doesn't block this. And the Thought Thief doesn't kill it either. I mean, I could get punished here, but there's nothing I can think about that would stop this. This deck is sweet. This deck is sweet. I mean, if you draw Seasoned Hallowblade every game, it's sweet. Alright, what's the opponent going to do here? I have no clue. They could, like... I can't cling to dust. Alright. They're going to play a bunch of removal spells. Next turn, if I draw a land, I can go Lurrus into the Mire's Grasp. They're already at 11. I actually didn't notice that until right now. They're already at 11 life. You love to see Fabled Passage when there's not a crab on the other end of the board. Alright, they have 6 cards in hand. What could possibly go wrong? Tune in to find out. So they had a bunch of removal spells in their hand, so they're just going to make me want to discard Lurrus. I mean, if they kill the Hallowblade, I'm just going to let it happen now. Because they've used all their mana, right? And then I draw a card. Okay. I would have drawn a card, and like, yeah. I would have just let it happen. So now they start their turn? No, it's my turn. Is that a good draw? I have 2 cards in my grave. I think the Hateful Eidolon's still a good attack. I think I'm actually just going to hold the Emeria's Call in my hand. You got double crab passage twice, Little Pink Robin. That's just too good to be true. That's just too good to be true. Pictures or it didn't happen. My opponent is getting soloed by a Seasoned Hallowblade. Wow. The Seasoned Hallowblade solo Rogues run. We emerge victorious. That was quite a long match, I think. Alright, on to the next one. Let's go again. Battle of the Guilds. Orzhov. Let's go. And if you haven't caught our Battle of the Guilds episode 1, it is Golgari. And if you are still watching and you like Orzhov and you also like Golgari, when you put those together, it's Abzan. So if you like Abzan too, I guess, go back and watch that video. It's a good one. Double white, no black, but we have 2 Hallowblades, a Sentinel's Eyes, and a Selfless Savior. I'm on the draw, so I have another draw to draw a black source. I'm keeping it. I usually like to keep whatever on the draw. Like, basically, if I have a semi-playable hand, I like to keep it, because then that can happen. At least they moldify, but they have a temple, so there is hope for them. We go this turn 1, and I'll go Hallowblade turn 2. Let's tuck our black card towards the back there. Gingerbrute. Hallowblade, go. My day's been great, Paragon. Kazandu Mammoth, I want to see... I don't know. I don't know what I want to see, but let's hope they don't have Henge next turn. That's a good card. I do want to see a land, eventually. I might just attack first. Or maybe I'll... Oh, I think I'll Sentinel's Eyes, actually. I can Sentinel's Eyes plus Selfless Savior. If they block this, we know they don't have Henge. Okay, they didn't block it. Alright, let's not have them go land Henge on turn 4 with a Mold of 5. Oh my goodness. We could be in trouble to their Mold of 5. It doesn't matter what you mulligan to. You can mulligan to 3. And if you have a Kazandu Mammoth on turn 3 and a Fabled Passage on turn 4 and a Henge in your hand, you just win the game. It doesn't matter how many. It doesn't matter if you mold to 2. All right, well that was a Cultivate. Okay, nice. You love to see the Cultivate there. 9 power. Let's get rid of our Hateful Eidolon since we don't have black mana. That's decent, especially if they have, like, that's actually decent. But I think I want to go for Gingerbrute plus another Selfless Savior. Or maybe I'll just go for another Hallowblade. I think I'll go for another Hallowblade here. Because it attacks into this Mammoth really well. And it's especially good if they have, like, the dragon. Another Cultivate, so it's going to be a 7/7. I mean, I could just discard 2 cards and trade with the Mammoth, but I don't think that's worth it. I mean, it might be worth it. Probably not worth it. I mean, I could just take the 7 here, but probably not. Cast Bone Crusher? Sure. That makes my Hallowblade play last turn even better. Alright, I would love lands, please. I should probably just play Gingerbrute and use its ability. Do that, and then we do... Do we go Alseid or Selfless Savior? I think I discard the Selfless Savior because Alseid can make one of our other cards unblockable. Now, hopefully they don't have Ugin. Ugin would actually be our worst nightmare. Alright, no Ugin, please. Please, no Ugin. Please, I ask you. I ask you really, really nicely. Oh, wow. That was actually just the worst ultimatum I've ever seen. But they're still not dead. This is 9 damage. Jojo, I obviously haven't seen your ultimatums. I don't know about this ultimatum, though. I mean, I guess I could have drawn another ultimatum, which is bad for me. Can I draw a land at least? Wow. I guess I do this to protect against, like, Scorching Dragonfire or something. Is there a reason not to attack with everything? Probably not. So they're going to be at 5 next turn. Another Cultivate? Oh, they're probably so sick of Cultivate. They're probably so sick of Cultivate. I mean, this is all I can ask for. Lovestruck Beast. Alright, let's hope they just don't draw a string of creatures here, I guess. Well, that's a string of creatures. I wonder why they didn't actually use Bone Crusher's ability. I guess because I could save anything. Okay, so I can't... Like, protection doesn't really matter because they just chump block with whatever else. I really do need lands. Oh, there we go. Alright. What do we do here? We attack them for 1 with Gingerbrute. I can make this Seasoned Hallowblade have protection from green. So that the 1/1 has to block the Hallowblade. That's not good either. So I guess I'm just going to go this. I guess the attacks just don't matter, right? I just don't have any good attacks at all. Because, like, giving Hallowblade Pro Green doesn't do anything, really, because they just chump with the 1/1. And then this Lovestruck Beast, I guess I can just attack for 1, but they're gonna gain 2, so it doesn't really do anything. It's kind of hard to go wider than them too when every single time they play a creature they get to draw a card. So it's very, very hard to go wider than them. Alright, now I think we've lost. Like, I think we had them at 2 life, right? This game slipped away from us. So if they attack with this, I'm just gonna double block and then save my 4/2, and then the 3/1 will trade with the Lovestruck Beast. And I don't have any evasion right now either. But if I did that block play and I used my Hallowblade, they could have like a Bone Crusher Giant in response. And then I don't want to discard my Call of the Death Dweller. Or get rid of my Savior. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Yeah, that's nothing I can do. Like that was a bad ultimatum, but it also, like, after the henge off the ultimatum happened, they just had a whole bunch of creatures on top, and 2 of them happened to be Terror of the Peaks. So that was annoying. We want this. I kind of want Heartless Act to be able to kill the Terror of the Peaks. Alright, so yeah, I was at 2 lands the entire game. Mire's Grasp isn't really that good against this matchup. Alright, let's do this. Yes. Right, because I go turn 1, Hateful Eidolon, turn 2, All That Glitters. I mean, I don't have to cast All That Glitters. I could just, like, hold up Karametra's Blessing. Because they could have Bone Crusher Giant. But Bone Crusher, if I All That Glitters the Eidolon, then they can't Bone Crusher it anyway. So I think I'll just All That Glitters. And then my next All That Glitters will be, we'll make this a I don't know. I just need to kill him as fast as possible and make him have it. Plus, if they kill my Hateful Eidolon, I draw 2 cards. If I draw 1 more aura... Actually, I can play the Eidolon, right? And it will be a 9. It will be a 9/10. Do I just play this out? So they're at 2 if I go like this plus blessing. It's a good draw. I think we have this game now. Maybe. Actually, I should just do this. Wow. Alright, so the best thing they can do is, like... I don't know what they can do, because they don't have 7 mana. Nice. So we need to do that. Just string together a bunch of All the Glitters and call it a day. If All the Glitters is the plan, then Life's Bounty is better than Selfless Savior. And that means that Punishment is better than Heartless Act? Let's try that. I don't have any creatures, which is very, very bad. So we're mulliganing. Alright, this is much better. I'll keep 3 lands. With All the Glitters, Alseid, Hateful Eidolon. I want to keep this entire hand, but I think the play is just, I don't know. The play might be just, send back the Gingerbrute. But Gingerbrute's pretty good on turn 1. Maybe it's just the Life's Bounty. So I'll go turn 1 Gingerbrute. Well, turn 1 Gingerbrute's not good against the 1/1. But I think I have to do it anyway. I'm not going to attack, but... I need to protect against the Bone Crusher Giant. Up. We have an update. We have an update for our Stream League. Samsoni beat Jaffer. So Samsoni moves on, and Jaffer is eliminated from the... Jaffer MTG is eliminated, unfortunately, from the Stream League, and Samsoni moves on to next week. Alright, so let's see. What are we doing here? I could just, like, all that glitters this Gingerbrute. Because then it'll be like a 3/3. And then hopefully they don't kill it. And then I'll play the Hateful Eidolon, maybe. Or maybe I'll just get Lurrus back to my hand. Or play my top deck. Alright. It's a Vessel. So in this case, I want to go like this can't be blocked. Vessel, Eidolon, because playing the Eidolon makes the Gingerbrute a 4/4. And then I'll add Lurrus back to my hand. And, like, play the Brightclimb Pathway or something. Or maybe even just play the Agadeem's Awakening tapped. I don't know. It depends on what I draw. But hopefully they don't go berserk here. Alright, let's hope that there's no Bone Crusher in our future. Well, okay. We said that way too early. Oh, wow. Wow. In before Karametra's Blessing. So we go white mana here. We go add this back. I actually think I want to attack with it like this. And go like, oops, I forgot. Indestructible 5/5. That's not good for me. That's definitely not good. Hallowblade's fine, but it's probably not good enough. I'm going to do this just to make the Gingerbrute a 4/4. Bolt this. Make it unblockable. I think that's the only way I win. Like, hope they can't kill me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they have a land, then they get to hit me for 5 to 9, and then hit me for 7 by casting the thing, and then I will go to 2. Or they can choose to not do that and kill my Lurrus, or whatever else. But they would probably kill Lurrus, right? Depending on what their hand can be really good, or it could be, oh, it's just really good. Okay. All right. Their hand's really good. All right, at least I get to draw a card. Agadeems? Okay, so that means I get to bring back the Gingerbrute at least. If I draw a land, I can bring back the Lurrus. I don't think it's enough, though. I think I just lose. Oh, wow. I mean, I still think I die. So I can do this and bring back the Lurrus. I can All That Glitters the Vessel. Or I can All That Glitters the Eidolon. If I All That Glitters the Vessel, it's a 3/3. I think I still die regardless. Hey, Pure Ambrosia, how's it going? Good to see ya. I'm surprised by that block. One turn too late, Heliod's Punishment. One turn too late. And I'm dead exactly. No, I'm dead by one. That's unfortunate. All right, folks, we are out of time. We are going to hang up this deck right here. We had a good run against rogues. Seasoned Hallowblade really pulled its weight there. What do I feel about this deck? I think this is a tier 2 deck. I think it does need a little bit more tuning. But I did like the things that it was doing. Like maybe this deck wants something like another draw spell or something. Maybe to draw more cards. Maybe it needs just something else that I have not thought about. I did do a play that I wish I hadn't done that lost me a game, but I think overall we did some good plays, and I like my reasoning behind some plays. Obviously, you can change some cards in the main deck or the side deck to fit your needs. Maybe you want to play the Mire's Grasp in your main deck. But I do recommend giving this deck a try. I think it does have a chance. But I think it goes in that solid tier 2 slot, or maybe tier 1.5 with some other card choices or whatever, tuning the deck more. But thank you everyone for hanging out with me for this Battle of the Guilds Orzhov edition here for our second episode. Thank you everyone for all of your support and for hanging out. The next episode is it? Is it? I see what you did there. Yeah, it's Is it? It is it? Okay, I'll stop now. But the next one, which will be after Christmas, will be Is it? So we're gonna brew up an Is it deck for you folks, and this continues the Battle of the Guilds. Thank you for hanging out, and have a nice day.